Hi, I'm Pav.
And I'm Neil.
And welcome to the Top 10 of Anything podcast.
Let's start the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, you can have songs with numbers in the title in many different ways. It could be year, it could be someone's age, it could represent the amount of something. We are here for our top 10 of such songs. And here's Neil with 10 song number facts.
Thank you very much, Pav. So here we go. Coming straight in. The most common number used in songs is the number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
The number voted the most popular as their favourite number is the number 7.
So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
And speaking of 7, that is also considered to be the popular lucky number. The number 7 has greatly symbolic associations in religion, mythology, superstition, and philosophy. The 7 classical planets resulted in 7 being the number of the days of the week. These are thoughts as to why it is considered to be lucky.
Sorry, was that part of the same fact? Did I jump in?
No.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay.
I was having a little spurt on the 7.
Oh, dear. I thought I'd shot my wad a little bit early there. So.
Ed Sheeran has used mathematical symbols for his albums. Asked why, he said he wasn't comfortable with being a poster boy.
Was the summer of 69?
A song is called a number because dating back to the vaudeville times where performers were a number on the schedule.
Working 9 to 5.
The most famous number is pi, 3.14 for short, but we all know it's a lot longer than that.
This is Mambo number 5.
Is that it?
This is Mambo number 5.
That's all we need for that one.
I was waiting for the music. When a musician says 1, 2, 3, 4, he is telling the band, here is the timing, get ready to start the next measure on the first beat. You're the One That I Want is the biggest selling song with a number in the title. 15 million sales. And the first accounts of music notation were found in a cuneiform tablet originating in Nippur, Sumer, today's Iraq, approximately 2000 BC.
Well done, Neil. Thank you very much for all those wonderful facts. And yes, we are here. It is songs with numbers in the title. Now, this is going to be a bit of a quirky one. It'd be interesting to see how many duplicates we get on this one, because there are loads. There are absolutely thousands of them. So we're going to have fun, and the only person we can have fun with is, ladies and gentlemen, she's back. It's top head Kendra. Hello, Kendra.
Hello. I'm so excited. This is a very, this was an overwhelming topic to kind of think about, honestly. There's more songs, not thongs. There's lots of thongs out there. But
Thong.
no, this was interesting. There's a lot of songs that even just listening to what you were playing, I missed like half. I missed all of those, most of them. So it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I was really shocked how many songs had a number in the title. I honestly didn't think it was as many as it was.
Well, I think the thing is like I've picked one song that has got 1 in it because, I mean, although that is a number, you can use that for me, it's not used as a note. Like, you're still the one. It's not the number 1, is it? You're doing it as a person.
Individual.
Yeah. So I've only put one of those songs in, funnily enough, but the rest of them I've got there are like physical numbers in the titles. But I was looking at so many different like top 50s and top 100s of songs and I thought to myself, oh my god, I mean, again, with every one of these top 10s that we do, my first list was about 30 songs. I could have easily have put so many more into the top 10. And then even today, I was chatting to somebody online, they mentioned a song, and I'm still now umming and ahhing whether to put that particular song in my top 10, because I feel it should go in the top 10. So I don't know. I mean, did you guys find it hard to, like Kendra, did you find it hard to actually put your top 10 together?
Yeah, I had about 25 songs.
Right.
Like it and I literally just like thinned it down, and I have my list of honorable mentions too. And who knows? Last time I was on, I only had 9 items. I've counted a few, I've counted again to make sure I have full 10.
Right.
But if not, I have backups. I'm ready to go. Just in case.
That's good. I mean, yeah. I mean, coming to a top 10 podcast with only 9 was a first for us. I think. I don't think it's happened since. To be fair.
Yeah. And it's really, I'm an
Yet.
accountant. I'm an accountant, so it's not promising.
And yes, she is available for work. If you, I mean, I don't know. Having one less is sometimes good on as an accountant, isn't it? Wouldn't it work? I don't know. I don't know anything about accounting. I'm not very good at maths.
I'm not good at it either.
Yeah.
What about like the word first, second, third? I was another thing because
no, I would class that as okay.
Okay, that changes my list then, because
at the end of the day, it's still a number, isn't it? So.
It's a number, right? Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
all right.
I would class that as okay. Right, we've got a very. Oh, go on then.
Sorry, going back to Neil's, I was very surprised that 7's the favorite number. That's very interesting to me.
The most popular number, favorite number. Yep.
That's very interesting. I thought it would be 3. For some reason, I always feel like 3 or 33. You know how there's like that trend with angel numbers for all the people.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I haven't got a single one with the number 7 in my top 10.
I have 2. Oh, I have 2.
There you go. See.
I got 1.
There you go. And I'm sure we're gonna discover some new music to put to our relative playlists.
This is what I like.
Yes, I have now.
I watched a lot of Neil's stuff that he recommended last time because it's different. Yeah, because I haven't ventured into British television and all that too much, so it was like a good exposure for me. So I'm excited. I always like learning and experiencing new stuff.
And was my recommendations good or just interesting?
It did require focus, because I had to have the subtitles on.
Right.
It required a certain thought process. It was good though. It was interesting for sure. I learned a lot from you guys.
Which ones did you, just quickly, which ones did you start with?
Okay, you said there was one about somebody in a fanny, there was.
What was this?
Was this my top 10 pornography list?
We haven't done that one yet, have we, Neil?
No, I'm joking.
No, there was a couple that I really enjoyed from you, so I'm excited to see what you guys have. I don't think we're going to overlap. I really don't.
Okay, that's interesting.
Right.
Let's find out then, Kendra.
Okay.
So, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is Sam Smith. I'm Not the Only One.
That's my number 5.
Oh,
no, I'm only joking.
it.
No,
Okay.
I don't like Sam Smith at all.
Really? Why not?
It's the voice.
Yeah.
I can imagine he's got a great voice, but for me, he's not. I don't.
Not for you.
Yeah. So, what was the name of the song? Sorry.
I'm Not the Only One. So
Okay.
it's a song about being one of multiple partners or somebody who's interested in you. And, you're not the only one who's their focus, and it hurts. It was a rough year. I've gone through some heartbreak. So that one really resonated with me.
Oh.
No, it's good. We're fine now.
Okay.
So.
Oh, we're all right. Come here. Come and have a hug. Come
Yes.
on.
Come on, just group hug. Group hug, everyone.
Come on.
No,
Okay.
so that's my number 10.
Okay. So, are you a fan of Sam Smith in general, or?
No, nothing else really.
Just
I know
that
from it.
song.
Just that song. It was probably about 7 or 8 years ago. He was really big with the song. You couldn't escape it. And it's because of that voice, I think, that he was everywhere. But no,
I recognize the song. I do recognize the song now listening to it.
So is he popular over where you guys are?
I mean, he is.
He must be, surely.
He is. He's gone down the route. Now, how do I say this without offending people? I think he went
the gender thing.
Yeah, but he's like doing things. I mean, he was quite a big guy when he started. Then he slimmed right down, and now he's sort of got big again. But like, he's very over the top with it now. He wears.
He looks like he's auditioning for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, he's very flamboyant with everything that he does.
Yeah.
But there's there's something about his voice that I don't
Get
jive with. You know.
I get that. I respect that.
Yeah,
Not for everyone.
But he seems to be very, very popular.
Yeah. He's a big deal in America. He's a really big deal here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's an
yeah.
arena. He sells out arenas in this country, so he must be in this country. It's just that I've chosen. It's not my thing. But then if you listen to my music choices, you probably understand why it's not my thing.
We'll see how this goes.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But, great choice because it's your choice, Kendra.
Indeed.
My
So
choice.
Neil, which Marillion or song have you got at number 10?
How about Two Tribes? Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Oh shit! Why haven't I got that one in my top 10? Oh no!
That'll be my number 10. Now, I'm not a bigger fan of Frankie Goes to Hollywood than you have. You were bigger than me. But this one, I love it. I love the opening chords. I love the video. I love the doomph of it when it gets to you, if you know what I mean. It's a rocking track. You know this one, don't you, Kendra?
Did you know "Relax" by Frankie Goes to
I know
Hollywood?
that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes. This was their second number one in America in the UK.
I thought you did
Oh,
quite well in it.
I thought they would be a one-hit wonder. So that's
no,
interesting.
they were the second or third band to have 3 number ones with their first 3 singles in the UK.
Okay. I'm making a new playlist right now.
There you
Get it on
go.
there.
Wonderful.
And the video's good fun. It was Reagan versus Brezhnev, wasn't it?
No, it was
Gorbachev.
No, not Gorbachev. I can't remember who it was. The grey-haired Russian.
Yeltsin. No.
Yeltsin. I think it was
Wasn't
Yeltsin.
he before Gorbachev? I can't remember. But yeah, there's a good video with the 2 presidents of each country fighting Russia and America. I'd suss it out. It's good. It's a great track, isn't it? You can dance to it. You can rock to it. You can. Yeah, it's a good track.
And had a great 12-inch remix version as well. It's which had the the nuclear. What would you call
That's
it?
right.
Safety film and everything.
Yeah, that's
wasn't
right.
It? Yeah, and Chris Barry doing an impersonation of Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
For our British people that knew Spitting Image, yeah. But great tune. I can't believe that's not in my top 10. Oh my God.
This is the one I thought we'd have double songs.
I'm looking at every single one of my top 10 now, thinking that this song is better than all of the ones I've got in my top 10. Especially the next one. Okay. That's a great one to start with, though, Neil. Well done. Well done. Mine is one that you may not have heard. I mean, I'm sure Kendra. It's 9 in the Afternoon by Panic at the Disco. Now, this is one of those songs that, if the Beatles were to have done it, it sounds like it's just completely ripped off from, Sgt. Pepper. It's, but I don't know how old this song is, but it's such a good tune.
Brandon Urie's amazing.
And he's done a song with Taylor Swift, so he's going to be great, isn't he?
I'm going to have to listen to this because I don't know Panic at the Disco. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know a lot of their stuff, but this is just we won't get to hear it because I will fade it away, but there's a bit where it goes and it is just ripped straight out of Sgt. Pepper.
The music video too is the same outfit.
Is it?
Yeah, music videos the same type of outfits too.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Very, yeah.
So
listen to this bit.
Oh yeah,
It's got the trumpet bit playing in the background. It's a great tune. It really is a good tune. And I can't remember how I listened to it. It must have been on MTV or VH1 or whatever it was one time. And I thought, wow, that's a great tune. And then I downloaded it. Yeah, back in the day. Back in the day, I was going to say back in the day when you download it. You download it now, don't you? Back in the day when it was physical content.
You just stream it now.
We just stream it, yeah.
We're all streamers.
We're all streamers. Okay, then, Kendra, your number 9, please.
Okay, my number 9 is by Aerosmith, Big 10-inch record. You guys know this one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard it, but yes, Kendra, I'm with you on that one. Aerosmith, hey.
Yeah. So, it's not about a record, but it's about a 10-inch thing. And it's talking about sitting on a big 10-inch. And so it's just a really fun song. I used to bartend at a place that consistently played classic rock, and this song just would stick in your head. It doesn't sound very Steven Tyler-ish. It has a different type of beat than really most Aerosmith songs would have. But it's a good song with a good little hidden dirty joke about having a 10-inch penis. So,
Yeah, I wish.
I love the way that you whispered that so that no one could hear it.
yeah,
When it's
no one's
being
gonna hear that on the
recorded.
podcast.
Yeah. And like I said, I wish I had one of those.
What?
A 10-inch
That's
penis.
painful.
Oh,
It
a
doesn't
10-inch.
Instead of this 20-inch one.
furl it around.
So it's a big 10-inch record. I'm gonna have to have a listen to this. So I mean, I'm assuming that the lyrics are not saying that it's a 10-inch record, or
No, it says it's a 10-inch record, but it talks about sitting on it and feeling the vibrations and the rhythms.
It's being subtle, pal.
is that what it is?
Very
I mean, it
subtle.
doesn't sound that subtle, to be fair.
But then that's a lot of Aerosmith songs are like that, aren't they? I
Exactly.
mean, look at the album Pump. I mean, couldn't be any more about sex if it tried, couldn't it?
Right. Is this like early Aerosmith? Are we talking?
I don't know what year this would have come out. It does sound early-ish. Are you a fan of Aerosmith, pal?
I like some of their songs, but I wouldn't say that I know a lot of their like albums or whatever. I know their singles that were like big hits, but
Well, they're doing their farewell tour. I would highly recommend seeing them live if you can.
really,
They've been doing their farewell tour for years.
yeah. Are they another one of those like Kiss and people like that that like?
But I think that's all gone to pot, hasn't it? At the moment, their farewell tour with accusations that are being flown around at the moment.
Who, Kiss or Aerosmith?
Aerosmith,
What? Oh,
Steven
accusations.
Tyler. Yeah, Steven. Have a look. Steven Tyler.
Oh dear,
Won't go in too much about it.
he's another one then, is he? Oh
Look-
dear me.
Who knows?
Okay. Okay. Well, that's one that I will definitely have a little listen to because Kendra.
1973.
1973. What? 73?
Yeah,
Jesus. When did they start then?
probably a couple of years before that. I mean, to think that Dream On song's like early 70s, Pav.
See, the first time I heard them when it was Run DMC and Walk This
80.
Way. So that was what, mid 80s.
Yeah, so
Mid-80s.
that was when their career was. They went big. They went astronomically huge. Then drugs and all of that got involved, and then they sort of were losing their career, and that reinvented them.
Oh,
That Run DMC
Jesus, I had
song.
no
Yeah, it's
idea.
like the second leg. That was.
Was it?
Yeah,
I always thought that, because I've said this before, when I saw the video of that, I thought, that guy's trying to be Mick Jagger. He looks just like, he's trying to be just like, big lips. And I had no idea they've been going that long. That
Right,
is crazy.
going back to them live.
By Aerosmith.
Steven Tyler. Oh, my God, that man can sing live.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I've seen some live.
Yeah, I've seen them live, and yeah, it was phenomenal. And they play all their hits when you go and see them live. They're not one of these bands that think we must put this album track in. We must. No, you've got hits galore. You've got 2.5 hours of their pure hits. It's great.
Well, there you go.
You don't realize. Yeah, it's one of those bands you don't realize how many great songs they have and how many you know until
Yeah.
until it's all comprised.
There you go. Well, Kendra likes a big 10-inch record. And Neil, what have you got for number 9?
So I've got a 9-inch record. No, I've got One by Amy Mann. I don't know whether you know this. Are you a fan of Amy Mann? Anybody know Amy Mann?
I
She's got
know.
a beautiful voice. I think she's probably most famous for doing the soundtrack to the movie Magnolia, which
That's
I
right.
believe this song's in.
Save Me. And
Yeah.
what was the other song from it?
Well, One, and you've got Change, which was that in that one? But obviously this is the famous one from the movie as well as Save Me. But yeah, I would highly recommend listening to this. She's sort of folky, but she's got an edge to her.
I Should Have Known was the other song I know of hers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was her first hit, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's still going now. I mean, but
Because she's married to Paul Thomas Anderson, isn't she? Or Paul T.
I'm
Anderson.
not sure. I'm
Yeah,
really
I
not
think
sure.
so. I'm pretty sure she is.
I thought that was Maya Rudolph. Who's Maya Rudolph married to?
Oh, I'm pretty. Unless they've got divorced and then he's married to Mara.
Because he does like the musician, doesn't he? Because his latest film, which is very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maya Rudolph, isn't it?
Is that who she,
Yeah.
Really?
Maya Rudolph's married to Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who's Amy Mann married to then?
Okay, hold
I
on.
know. If only we could.
Come on,
find
Kendra.
Oh, well done.
Kendra.
And I'll just say
Googles.
that, yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson likes to get involved. Not in a relationship, but with the music people. Because if you watch Licorice Pizza, his latest
Right.
film, he's
Yeah.
with the Haim sisters. They're all starring in it. Did all the
Oh, right.
music. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love his movies. I'm a huge Paul Thomas Anderson fan. I think the man is a genius.
Oh.
Amy Mann is married to Michael Penn, the brother of Sean and Chris Penn.
There you go.
Wow. Well, there you go then. I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopedic shoes.
But I would highly recommend deep diving into her albums.
Okay.
I really would. Beautiful music, beautiful
Wonderfully
lyrics.
done. Okay, there you go. I've learned something new there. Thank you very much for that. Kendra, our Amy Mann correspondent there. Thank you very much. So anytime now that we have Amy Mann news, we'll go straight to Kendra.
Yep.
She'll be there with all the
Ready
facts.
to go.
Wonderful. Okay, my number 9, it's a band called Travis. And this is now a song that probably a lot of people wouldn't know because it's from a later album. It's called 3 Miles High. And it was on an album. I can't remember the name of the album. But it's also an album where it's got a song called Animals, which is a great tune. And the one thing about Travis that are great, you know Travis, Kendra?
I keep pulling it up to sing. I know some of their songs,
Yeah.
not all of them.
No.
So I'm not too familiar, but I'm adding it to my
This has got a great video. And then one thing about Travis is they always like doing really interesting, like clever videos. And it's got like these big bodybuilding guys, and then they've got like these, what are they called, papooses that holds a person in front of them, and each member of the band is in these papooses while these bodybuilders are walking down the street holding them. It's really weird. It's really strange, and I'll put it on the video playlist for all our Patreon subscribers. So, but it's a great tune, and the one thing about Fran Healy is he knows how to write a really catchy tune. He's done it for the decades now, right from the start, from the some great albums, Driftwood and singles, Driftwood and
Why Does It Always Rain on Me?
Why Does It Always Rain on Me? And yeah, some great tunes. So I would thoroughly recommend it if you've never heard this. Animals, like I said, Animals is the other song from that particular album, but I would recommend having a little listen to that.
3 times and you lose, right?
3 Miles High.
Oh, he hasn't.
Yeah.
They have another 3 song. They have
Oh,
3
do they?
times and you lose.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, no,
they
this
have a
is
lot of numbers.
3 Miles High, that one.
Okay.
But I would thoroughly recommend it. Okay.
Is that 3 Miles High Club?
It's not 3 Miles High Club, no, Neil. Come on, get
I
your
thought there might be a link in here. You
get
see.
your mind out the gutter now. Come on.
Oi.
Okay, Kendra, your number 8 then, please.
There seems to be a trend apparently where I just keep choosing like love songs or things that are happy that make me feel a little bit better. So my number 8 is Kylie Minogue's Love at First Sight.
Okay.
Okay. You're a big Kylie fan, Kendra.
There are some songs that I really like by her, and it's I am not a huge fan of female singers in general. I tend to stick more with male voices that tend to resonate with me more. But there's some, it's so like, yeah, right? Like you go with it.
Oh,
and
I
it's
do
so
know
happy.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so happy. I remember the video. She looks amazing, of course. But it's just a song about like going into the world. Yeah. It's so happy. I love
forgot
it.
about this one. I must admit.
It's a
I
good
love
song,
this
isn't it?
one.
I don't
It's
quite
one of-
I don't quite understand because she seems to be really revered in this country, almost like she's well, I don't quite understand because she was just a soap star that joined the Stock Aitken and Waterman, which was the 80s kind of sort of. People say they ruined music in the 80s in the UK because it was just formulaic kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I've never really understood why she's so successful. It's no disrespect to her because she is really successful.
But she's
think
been a very... Oh, sorry. Go on, Kendra.
I was gonna say, I think she's big with the gays. Like she's just fun, happy, dancey, peppy music, and that's contagious. That attitude. It's
And
so
throughout her
happy.
career, she's very much diversified. I know people compare her to Madonna a lot, and I don't see why. But she's done some great songs. I think "Confide in Me," that early song she did, is one of the best. That song she did with Nick Cave.
Nick Cave, yeah.
I think that's a beautiful song.
It's a great song.
It's very different, isn't
And
it?
she did one with the Manic Street Preachers as well, didn't she?
Oh,
It
yeah.
had a little bit more of a harder edge to it, and I really like that song. That
Yeah.
one and the Nick Cave song is great.
Yeah, the Nick Cave song is beautiful.
But
She
she
does
also
one
knows.
with Robbie Williams too. She does a couple with
Yes.
Robbie Williams, and those
Yes.
it's just it's fun pop music, and that
Kids was the one she
Yeah.
did with Robbie, and it's a great tune. It's a really good rock tune. Yeah.
yeah.
But she knows how to do a bop as well. She
does.
can bop. So yeah, I'm going to take it back of what I say about Kylie. I think
Take it back, Pav.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it back. Sorry, Kylie, if you're listening, Kylie, I'm sorry.
She's
Maybe we'll
How's
do.
she not been on? She needs to be
No,
on the
we'll do
podcast.
top 10 Kylie songs one time. We'll see how that
With her.
goes
No, that might be quite hard, but we'll have a go.
with Kylie. Kylie, if you
Yeah.
want to come and do it, come and join us.
Locomotion all the way.
Yeah,
number
yeah.
That's that.
That is that one. Yeah.
one.
Okay, then Neil, you're number 8.
So it's 5 years' time. Noah and the Whale. Do you know this band, Kendra?
No, I don't. See, I
They
learned
sort
so
of-
much from you guys.
Jumped on the UK scene. They're quite quirky. I would say they're a mix of rock and folk, maybe a bit of indie. They seem to have disappeared off the face of the earth now. But when this came out, I thought this was quite a unique song, quite charming, quite joyful, quite loving. And then it did go down in my estimations because every bloody TV advert picked up on this song and started using it. It was one of those sort of songs. But I've gone back to the first album, I can't remember what it's called, that it's on, and it's such a great album. And they write some real catchy bangers. They really do.
Are they one of those bands that, like, if you listen to their songs, you'd know a lot of their stuff?
Yeah.
Because I can't say I would know a single Noah, and I know the name of the band, but I don't think I've ever heard any of their stuff.
Yeah, you'd know the other song. What is it called?
Life goes on.
Life Goes On. That's it. When he spells it out. You'd know that one. That was
Yeah.
played everywhere as well. It's probably one of their big hits.
Okay, I can't say I recognise this one, to be fair.
No.
I recognize at the beginning there was that little bit of like a guitar or a little bit of a
Ukulele sort of comes in,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, that sounds familiar from commercials. Like I feel like it's
Yeah.
a very melodic song that they would use in an advertisement or something.
But this is their first sort of a single that sort of made their name. You know, not that they're a huge band anyway. And like I said, I think they've gone off the face of the earth now. Don't think they're playing at all. But very talented songwriters.
And that's the thing. If you can get one song that ends up just being used in a load of adverts, that's it. You've never got to work again, have you?
No.
It can just be one song, just a 2-minute piece of music that everybody loves, and that's it. You're set.
And like I said, they did it with the second album as well. Life Goes On, as Kendra said. That went everywhere. And I'm sure you'll know that one when you're.
I'll have to have a listen.
I'm sure you will.
Great. Okay, my number 8, Paul Simon and 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
That went in and out of my top 10 all the time.
Did it?
Yeah.
Me too.
It's Paul Simon at his best. I'm sure there is probably a book of his lyrics. I could just read his lyrics and not worry about the fact that the music on his songs are so fantastic. But the fact that every song is a story, whether it's a story of love, heartache, heartbreak, or whatever, it's just always just this epic story. And then you add the great melodies and music that goes with it as well. It's just, he's just
The man's
so
a
good.
genius.
He is a genius. He absolutely is a genius. And he's still going as well. That's the thing. Yeah.
You don't need to discuss mine. Yeah, I
We're
love
going to
it.
just end up just
I love-
listening and dancing.
We'll be like the Brady Bunch if we keep dancing in these squares, won't we?
So where do you stand on Paul Simon then, Kendra? You're obviously enjoying the song, so you're a fan of his.
Yeah, I grew up in restaurant world where all we did was play classic rock, and I would listen to this stuff all the time. So I love this type of music. It feels very comforting to me. It's and I just love the variance in his voice, right? When it gets to that melody, when he gets to like the dancey kind of groovy part, how do you not like that? Like, how do you not like being surprised by a song throughout? That's one thing that I don't love about new music nowadays, right? Is that you want to hook the person right away. So that like right away, you kind of get trapped in with something that's different within the hook within a couple seconds because people are so impatient. They don't wait. And so I like that you have to kind of wait and then you get a nice little surprise like 20 seconds in.
Yeah.
So
There's not
fun.
really many intros, like elaborate intros anymore, is there? It's like you say, the song is straight into the chorus or straight into a verse, and there's no building of a song anymore. I don't think.
No.
I don't think. Bloody kids,
Yeah, taking away our build-ups.
Well, they just
They
got
need
no.
that.
It's that fact they've got no retention of anything. Yeah, patience or anything. It's that split second YouTube TikTok generation, isn't it? I'm just
Exactly.
saying like an old fart now, don't I? I just
I say that. You're good.
yeah. Get off my lawn. Yeah.
Exactly. Kick them out.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, Kendra, your number 7 then, please.
Okay, so this is going to be a different one. No vocals to it.
Oh.
So it's going to be by Dustin O'Halloran, Opus 26.
Okay, Dustin.
Okay.
Oh,
So might not know this till we hear it. Is this one of those?
You'll recognize it. So you kind of have to imagine.
what was it?
it's
Opus 56. Sorry, did you say?
26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah, there's some in the 50s too, but Opus 26 is my personal favorite. It's like, if you imagine it's a rainy day, and again, you've gotten your heart broken, right? And you put like a hand on the window and you're kind of crying. It just hits you. See?
I don't know why I'm leaning forward to listen.
I know.
Like
it's
I've got my
different.
headphones in.
If I put this on, you're not going to cry, are you, Kendra? I mean,
No,
everything's okay.
no.
That's okay then. That's
I'm
good.
numb to it now. So,
Okay.
but it's so. I'm always amazed at what people can do with one instrument, just a piano, and you kind of like go through the waves of emotion, right? Like you feel there's the lead up, and then you get a little bit of silence, and then of course there's another pickup, right? Think about how your thoughts kind of come through your head. Is you're like, okay, I'm gonna, like, the way my therapist explains to me is like, okay, acknowledge the thought and then let it float away. And so that song kind of helps me do that. It's like, okay, I acknowledge that's what's going on, and then it's gone. But how do
So
you not love this?
I was
It's
going to say,
beautiful.
this will be the sort of music that you could easily just lie down and have a nice massage and be relaxed and drift into.
And he must have like a deal with whoever is doing the editing and music at Netflix. It's in so many Netflix songs or Netflix movies. You'll start to
Really?
notice it. Yeah,
Right.
it's in Ted Lasso. It's been in a couple of Netflix movies over here. He's actually in quite a bit of soundtracks more than anything.
Right. It reminds me of that. Is it something like Nuovo Bianchi by that? Oh God, what's his name? Which was used in the Derek series, the Ricky Gervais Derek series, and it's one of those bits of music that's always on sad videos.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that particular. I can't remember what it's called, but it just makes me cry every single time I hear it. And it reminds me a lot of that. It's just like got a lot of emotion in it, hasn't it?
Yeah. And isn't that what you're supposed to do with music? I feel like
Completely.
like you're just supposed to get so engrossed in it and wrapped up in it. And it brings out, not saying that it's the best emotion. It's not the emotion I want to feel all the time, but sometimes you kind of need to sit with it and just feel it. And this is one of his songs, or this is one of his melodies that I love.
Well, that's gone on my list.
I was going to say, there's lots of, there's an Opus 55, there's an Opus 20. I'm assuming that there's an Opus for every number, is there? It's just that the 26 one is the one that you like more than anything else.
Yeah, I listened, and it's good to have on in the background when you're working. You just kind of want to get in the zone or something. It's good study music.
Yeah,
for sure. I love it.
Yep, one to add to the list. Go on then, Neil.
I told you guys we wouldn't overlap. I told you. I don't think we're going to.
We haven't so far. So
maybe.
Go on then, Neil. Let's see what you've got.
Well, I'm going to go for a bit of Prince and the old classic 1999.
That's my number 2. There you go. Yeah. That is my number 2.
I can't not have Prince. I love Prince's music, and we've lost a legend there as well. We talk, we band that around, but he truly is. And what a great dance number this is. I remember when this album came out, I had the cassette. That's how long ago it was. And I used to go on a Saturday morning to work with my dad, and I had my little Sony Walkman with the cassette, and I would religiously listen to the 1999 cassette all morning. And yeah, it's a great song, isn't it?
I can remember
you
when
ever
that
seen
song came out, and I thought to myself, 1999, that's so far away.
No, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's years away. Now we're looking at like 24 years after. It's
And
ridiculous.
it only feels like yesterday.
It only feels like yesterday.
My kids keep telling me, Dad, that's like 23 years ago, mate.
But
Get
it's
alive.
timeless.
It
It's
is timeless.
And I'm like,
That's the thing is like some of these artists, especially Prince, like they were so ahead of their time. It's just
it
every-
is.
so good. Have you seen him? Did you get to see him live ever?
No. Which is
Did you? Did
It was one
you?
of the- So back, oh gosh, it had to be like 2008, 2009. He did a residency in LA at the Forum, and
Right.
he was like, I'll stay as long as I keep selling out shows. He was there for like 3 months,
Wow.
and they completely redid the Forum. And the floor was the symbol, right? And so again, one of the people, well, I feel like Prince, you know that he has so many bangers, right? He has all these songs that you're gonna hit and hit after hit, but he's so charismatic and he's so goofy. He was such a weird little dude. Sheila E. opened for him, which was amazing. And before the show, he had his like purple beach cruiser, and he would go and he rode his beach cruiser along the stage in the shape of the symbol. And you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like he was just so happy, so fun. Honestly, one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I felt so lucky that I got to see him before he passed. And
wow. That's great. Because, yeah, it's one of the regrets that I never got to see.
Yeah.
Never got to see Prince. It's great to see, like, we've mentioned it so many times when he does While My Guitar Gently Weeps, the guitar instrumental on that is fantastic. I'm not sure what the gig is when it's just him and an acoustic guitar and he's singing Cream.
Oh, that's great. I think that's that's
Have you never
great.
seen that, Kendra?
No, I'll have to look
so
that up.
good because he's playing the acoustic guitar. It's got this lovely edgy sound to it, and he starts singing Cream, and he wants the crowd to sing the bits that the backing singers sing.
okay.
And they sing it a little bit, and so he stops the song and he's going, no,
he won't go.
you got to do better than that. So he sings it again, and then it is so good because he had a reputation of being like a difficult kind of person.
Mhm.
He always seems to me like he's someone that's just got like a really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Have
he's
you-
just,
He's
yeah.
so good.
He's
I think
brilliant.
last time I was on the show, we talked about, or last time I was on here, we talked about the show New Girl with Zooey Deschanel, and he was loved New Girl for some reason. He was on one of the episodes. He was
That's
so
right.
goofy. He was so
Yeah.
goofy and fun, and like the cast talk about like how he's just this amazing person. But you're right, that video when he's playing, he's up on stage and he just starts shredding for when the guitar gently weeps. Oh my god, Tom Petty's face makes me so happy because he's so like jealous and disgusted, and I
Yeah.
love it. I love it so
I love
much.
the bit when he turns round and he leans back and there's somebody holding him and he's sort of like at a 45-degree angle, still playing the guitar. And then when he finishes, he doesn't take any applause. He just takes his guitar off and throws it up in the air and just walks off the stage. It's so rock and roll.
Yeah.
It is.
But, you know, I've already put it on, I don't know how many video playlists, but I'll put that again on the video players and the Cream one as well. So.
And I'd also say to people who are listening to this, watch his Super Bowl
That's exactly where I was going to go next.
Yeah.
Well, you have to watch that Super Bowl.
when it starts
Oh.
raining with
It's
purple
pouring
rain.
down with
Yeah.
rain. Absolutely
So-
pouring down, but so good.
Yeah.
It's the best Super Bowl performance of all time. Has to
Yeah.
be. Anyone
Yeah.
who argues otherwise is
Yeah.
Mm.
fool. Like
Yeah.
such a good.
I would
good.
say Bruce Springsteen's very close because when Bruce Springsteen did it, I love the fact when Bruce Springsteen did it, he did this slide on his knees and slid straight into the cameraman. He couldn't
Oh, did he?
stop. Yeah, he crashed
What year
straight
was
into
that?
him. I'm not
How
sure what
long
year
ago?
it was. I'm not sure what year it was. It wasn't that long ago. Clarence Clemens
I'll
was
have to
still alive, so it was when he was doing. But it was 14 minutes of just
Oh,
bangers.
he's-
It was so good. But I agree, Prince is the number one without a shadow
Yeah.
of a
Oh,
doubt.
good. So
Shadow
good.
of a doubt. Okay, my number 7. We're going to go back to the love song, and it's Lionel Richie and the Commodores and 3 Times a Lady. I sounded like a DJ then.
You did, didn't you? Pop pickers.
It's the Commodores with 3 Times a Lady. Thank you very much. I love this tune. I really love this tune. And I don't think I had this in my songs that make you cry, but I think it's just one of those beautiful, beautiful tunes. Oh,
It is.
let's just listen for a second, shall we?
It's the perfect slow dance song.
It is a perfect slow dance song. I've never done a slow dance with a lady. So
Really?
I wouldn't. No,
Oh.
I wasn't that kind of. I never used to. I was afraid of discos when I was younger because I thought that women might talk to me and I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, wait. What about when you got married?
Oh, when I got married, that was different.
Okay.
It was when I was like in the days when all your friends were out, like going to discos and chatting ladies up. I was a very late developer when it came to things like that.
So when the DJ goes, right then, ladies and gentlemen, the erection section is just starting, you'd then run off, would you?
I'd be looking for a copy of 10-inch record by Aerosmith
There you go.
and trying to stuff it down my pants. That's what I'd be doing. Yeah, it wasn't a thing for me. But there you go.
Bless you.
There you go.
We'll recreate your
Whenever-
childhood.
Yes, let's shall
Whenever
we?
I hear that song, all I can think of is from Saturday Night Live. There was the ladies man oh gosh, I'll have to find the link and send it to you guys. There's somebody who does the song. This is a bad story. I don't know where I'm going with it. There's an
But what's-
SNL skit. There's an SNL skit where he sings it, and it's not buckwheat. I think it's the ladies man who sings that song, but he has it with a lisp, and it's just so good.
Oh right,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll look for that in on YouTube and put that in the video playlist as well. Then
I'll find the link too.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Okay, then Kendra, you're number 6, then please.
Okay, we're gonna go to Broadway now.
Ooh.
So we've talked about this before. One of my favorite shows is Hamilton.
Yay!
And number 6, I have 10 Dual Commandments.
Oh, why haven't I got this one in my?
Pav, you bang on about Hamilton all the time.
I know.
Have you seen it, Neil?
Not yet.
Okay. Have you listened to the soundtrack?
I've
Have you
heard
listened to
songs. I've heard songs. I need to watch it. I do, and I keep saying I will, and then something up. Well, I break my leg and kneecap and gets in the way.
That's fine. It's not going anywhere. I think if you listen to the album, you'll be okay. If you listen to the cast recording, they're really, yeah.
It's so clever.
It's so clever.
It's so clever.
Smart. It's so good. And then when you watch if you watch the movie with it, it's so good. It's so good. So it's the song. It's written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, obviously. So it's going to be amazing. It's mostly by Leslie Odom Jr., who has his voice is just amazing. But it talks about if you're going to have a shootout, if you're going to have 2 people going at each other, here are the 10 rules you got to follow. It's just so clever.
I must listen to this. I must do it. My project will be to do it before I go back to work.
Yeah. The genius of it is that like all the songs will end up in some of the other songs as well.
It'll
Just
end up in
little
Act 2.
slivers of it will like intersect with other songs, and it's just he's a genius. He's an absolute genius, Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I've done I wish I had £1 for every time I've mentioned Lin-Manuel Miranda in this podcast. We wouldn't have to do a podcast anymore.
It's so good, and it's step by step how you have to do this if you're gonna have what do they call it when like they walk back and forth?
Oh, a duel.
A duel.
Yeah, it's in the song title.
Yeah.
But it's just so clever, and it's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's gonna come back up, and it's gonna stick with you because it gets to be emotional when it's brought up in Act 2. It's just so good, and there's little bits. It's just I can listen to that album on repeat and just know every single word. I'll play every single part. You know, it's so good. When you're ready for it, Neil, you can do it. But no, you're gonna get invested. Like it's quite a bit to get invested in.
I'll do it. Don't you worry.
I cannot believe I didn't put that in my top 10. I genuinely Another one. We should do top 12 tonight.
Maybe me and Kendra could write your top 10s.
Yeah, maybe that would be nice if you could do that for me, please. I wouldn't forget anything then. Right then, Neil, you're number 6.
So one way or another, Blondie. I'm a huge Blondie fan, still am. Debbie Harry was my first ever crush. She was my first ever poster girl. I still love them now. Wish I'd seen them live. I've never seen them live yet, and they're still touring well and truly now. Yeah, but this is a good rocky. This is what I call a great driving song. Do you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you're just out on the road, get going. Yeah, it's a
And
good song.
You start speeding up and you don't realize it. Like as
Yeah.
yeah,
And get another ticket.
exactly. Yeah.
Too many tickets. But what a great song.
Okay.
Were you a Blondie fan? Are you both Blondie fans? Or
I like their stuff. I would say, again, a bit like Aerosmith, I wouldn't say I know their stuff in depth. I know a lot of their hits, and I pretty much like every one of their hits. They had different kinds of music as well, didn't they? I mean, The Tide Is High was very reggae, and a lot of the other stuff was new wave and punk and
Heart of Glass.
Whatever it was with their rap in Rapture, wasn't it? Yeah, broke ground. Blondie did throughout the years. We forget about what they did and what they have done. But yeah, Debbie Harry. I'm still in love.
I think that's exactly it. I think that it's a female in rock music that stuck around. Like I think we all know. I can like close my eyes and picture that picture or like that image. It's kind of like a pop art thing where she has like the yellow hair all strewn about. Like she's an idol in rock and
beautiful,
especially as a female. Yeah.
And she's still rocking now. She sounds pretty good, doesn't she? I think from the last time I saw.
Yeah, she does. She really does. They all do as a unit. I mean, I don't know whether it's all the original members still, but they still sound good when you see them live at the different festivals. They seem to enjoy the festival circuit more than the tour.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, fair play. No, another good one, Neil. Well done. Okay, my number 6. Now, again, whether you might have heard this or not, they were a one-hit wonder in this country, and it's 74-75 by the Connells.
Yeah, great song.
No, now
you might recognise it, Kendra.
I'm a sucker for, especially if it's videos. It's where you're looking back on like your past, and the video for this has a lot of people that are in their mid-30s, early 40s, and it shows them next to their graduation photos.
Right.
And when you start having that thought of, let's think back to our childhood, or let's think back to our younger years, you're at an age now where you've got less of your life ahead of you than you had behind you, and you start thinking back to things and decisions you had back in your past, and everything that you did in your past makes you who you are today. And this song kind of like sums it up for me. I absolutely love this tune. Very simple song. I don't know if have you ever heard it, Kendra? I don't know if it was a hit in the US. I really don't. I know they were one-hit wonders over here.
I think it's been used in TV over here, definitely, or TV or film over here.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It has that like. It sounds familiar. I'll have to. I added it to my playlist right now.
Good.
So
Yeah. I would thoroughly recommend it. Okay. Right. We're halfway through. So it's time for, I gotta get the right one. It's time for this.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Pop quiz, hot shot. Right. I forgot that you were an accountant, Kendra.
Oh, goodness.
So you may
Is
be.
it math?
It is, yes.
Okay.
So what I've got, okay, I have got. Let me get them. So I got them here. I'm going to give you some sums, basically, but I'm going to give you the name of a song that will have a song title, a number in it, and you have to work out what the equation is. Okay.
Right. So
you're both looking very confused. Let me give you the first one.
Give me the first one. Yeah.
Let me give you the first one. Okay. So, the Spin Doctor's Princes, multiply Nana's balloons, plus Adamant's shoes. Okay. So you've got Spin Doctor's Princes, multiply Nana's balloons, add Adamant's shoes.
I don't know the Adam Ant's shoes reference.
Okay,
I'm at 198 and I'm
you
stuck.
might have to have a guess then. Have a guess. Think of shoes. Think of how many shoes you normally have.
200.
200?
Oh, you have 2 shoes. So 198 plus 2, right? Don't you have...
Okay, so...
Okay, wait.
Shit,
so
yeah,
2...
hang on.
Yeah, no, I've got it as 200 as well, Ken.
Yeah, right? 2 princes, 2 times 99, 198 plus 2. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I've got 198 on here. I haven't added the 2.
You haven't put the 2 on.
So there you go. So you
Right.
both got a
Okay.
point on that. So that you got the idea there.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Okay.
you're gonna, if you don't know the answer to the particular bit, you're gonna have to just guess and see if you can get it close to the thing. So, okay, here we go. This might take longer than the podcast.
No.
Okay, so who
I
wants
feel
to
like
go
it's homework
first?
time.
Oh, we don't
Like
need to go
homework
first.
time.
We're both we can both go at the same time with these
Okay.
ones. So, okay, how many times Tony Orlando knocked on the ceiling? Kendra's face. Okay, plus 4 seasons, Night in December, minus how many years for Lucas Graham?
One of the
8.
best songs ever, mate.
Is that your answer, Kendra?
My answer is
got-
8.
I
Okay.
got one.
No, it's not. It's actually 59.
Well,
Oh, how many
So
times is
it's-
it knocking on the ceiling?
3. It's knocked 3 times on the ceiling by Tony Orlando. The 4 seasons, Night instead December is 63. Oh, what a night. Late December, back in 63.
Oh.
So that plus that is 66. And how many years for Lucas Graham? It was
7.
7. So minus that is 59. So no points there for either of you. Okay. The Proclaimers' Miles
yeah.
minus Jay-Z's Problems multiplied by Blur's Song.
Which song? Isn't there song 1 and song 2?
No, there's only one of them.
Oh, 802.
Bloody
What-
hell.
What's your answer, Neil?
Hang on, I'm still working it out.
Kendra's going for 802.
Yeah, 802, 599 times 2.
Is that what you're going for? Both at 802? Is correct. Well done. Okay, number 4. The White Stripes Nation Army
Yeah.
multiply by Metallica's Horsemen multiply by Beatles' Days of the Week minus Lou Bega's Mambo Number. So the White Stripes Nation Army multiply Metallica's Horsemen multiply Beatles' Days a Week minus Lou Bega's Mambo Number.
Thanks,
Kendra,
I'm
what have
ready.
you got?
I got 219.
Neil, what have you got?
Hang on, my maths isn't that quick. Hang on, I'm getting there.
I'm gonna next one. I'm gonna.
I don't know. I
Well,
give
have
up.
you got an answer at all, Neil,
I
or
got
not?
7 4 times 8 minus 5. 7 times 4 times 8 minus 5.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's all. I need to know what
Yeah,
the
but I
answer
couldn't
is.
work it out in time, and Kendra's already said it. So
Okay, it is 219. Well done, Kendra. Right, Neil, next one, we're going to come to you first, okay?
okay, give me a minute. She's an accountant.
Okay.
I'm only a
This was a
lion
bad
tamer.
idea.
I'm a lion tamer, and that's it.
Right, Paul Simon's Ways to Leave Your Lover
Yeah,
plus Bob Marley's Little Birds
yeah.
multiply Matchbox 20 time.
Well, I'm lost there. I'll have to make that up. So
Oh.
Paul
Paul Simon's Ways to Leave Your Lover plus Bob Marley's Little Birds multiply Matchbox 20 time.
450, because I ain't got a clue what was the Matchbox 20.
450. Kendra?
159.
It is 159.
What's the
and
Matchbox one? I wouldn't have
That's
had a clue.
3
3
a.m.
for
3
3
a.m.
a.m.
You must be
I-
lonely.
I don't
Kendra
even know.
brings
I've
it
never heard of the band,
for
Kendra,
a-
so let alone the song.
For a win. Let's just do the last one. Christina Perry's Years plus Brian Adams' Cloud Number minus Stevie Nicks' Edge plus Gene Pitney's Hours from Tulsa.
What was the first one again?
Christina Perry's Years plus Brian Adams' Cloud Number minus Stevie Nicks' Edge plus Gene Pitney's Hours from Tulsa. So go on, Neil. You give us yours first.
40.
40.
Oh.
Kendra?
It's 990 something, like 96. I don't know the Tulsa reference.
Yeah, you would have got it if it hadn't been for that one. It's Christina Perry's Years is 1,000.
Yeah, I would.
Plus Brian Adams' Cloud Number is 9. minus Stevie Nicks' Edge of 17, plus Gene Pitney's Hours from Tulsa is 24 hours from Tulsa. Is 1,016. But well done, Kendra.
I had Christina Perri down as 2.
Well, there you go. You were going to be miles away then, Neil.
Who's Christina Perri, anyway?
She's
It's
the
a
one
song
that...
about, I've loved you for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
It's Twilight, right? It's a Twilight.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was written for
every
Twilight.
single sad meme you see on TikTok or Instagram or whatever will have that song underneath it pretty much, yeah.
I was thinking of Linda Perry, not Christina Perry, from Four Non-Blondes, so that threw me straight away.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, sorry.
They're very different.
Sorry,
Very
Perrys.
different.
But well done, Kendra.
Yes,
You
well done.
win. Did you win the other quiz? The quiz we did last time?
Of course she did.
I don't remember.
But
course
I'm
she
going to
did.
say you did. So you're 2 for 0. So well done, Kendra.
Of course she did.
I like that. That's a good
Well
record.
done. That's a very good record. Okay, back to the countdown. And Kendra, you're number 5 then, please.
My number 5 is a song that just reminds me of my dad. It's very much he used to play this album for me all the time, and it was one of those songs that he made me learn. It's by the Eagles, Seven Bridges Road.
Nice song.
However, when you make your playlist, make sure you choose the live version from the 1980 album, because
What was it called again? Sorry.
Before, I think the Eagles are one of those bands, their harmonies are so good that it sounds like one voice.
Yep.
It doesn't sound like 3 or 4 people all singing at the same time. It just sounds like one solid, amazing sound. And I was brought up on the Eagles as well from my mum and dad. Yeah, it was always a Sunday morning ritual when they were doing the housework. They'd stick on the Eagles' greatest hits, and it would just be Eagles or Chic was the other one. Nile Rodgers and Chic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they were the 2 albums that they would just play to death, and I just remember waking up. It was just, I can still smell the gravy whenever I hear like a certain Eagles or Chic song. It's weird. It's just like a mental thing that you all of a sudden get these smells, and that's a great tune, Kendra. Well done.
I remember listening to Hell Freezes Over with my dad on repeat. And so I know and we were always Saturday morning, 7 a.m. He would start washing the cars. I would hear the album go on, and I was like, okay, it's time to go out there. And I know song for song, I know the order, and I could still listen to that. And it just, music takes you back, you know?
Yeah.
It totally does.
It's amazing.
It really,
I love
really does. Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of the gifts of music, I think, is it just it can transport you straight back to times and places. Yeah, I completely agree. Go on then, Neil. You're number 5.
We've heard this in the quiz. 2 Princes, the Spin Doctors.
Oh, that's my number 3.
Hey, what a great little ditty this is. I mean, it's a lot more than a ditty, but I believe this is only a one-hit wonder. It must be, because I can't think of anything else they really had.
They had, because I bought their first album.
So did I with this song.
There was one other song that I think got to like early 70s in the charts. It never really done it, but this is a tune.
But this
is a
song
tune.
is a tune, but it's also, I believe, to me, will always remind me of the 90s.
Yeah.
It's a 90s anthem. It really is.
Yep.
But it's a
I
great,
remember-
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great song, isn't it?
I remember this
help
with like the Gin Blossoms, and then
That's right.
Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. That was the song.
Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. That was the the other one. Yeah. I tell you what, it makes me want to. I'm going to see if I can find the backing track for this.
Yeah, you ought to do this.
Yeah.
This is such a good tune. It just is such a good tune. Oh, another
Yeah.
bop. Another bop.
great one.
Okay.
It is. It's a great, great song.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? You get these ones where these one-hit wonders always fascinates me. How they had lightning in a bottle for one song and then nothing else grabbed the public apart from this one particular song.
Yeah, it's
And it
bizarre.
makes you wonder
isn't it?
what do they do with themselves after that?
But they're still touring. I
Oh,
mean,
are
they
they?
played local to us, sort of. When would that have been? At the beginning of the year.
No.
It's called Stroud. They played the Stroud play, whatever it's called, subscription. rooms.
Did they
Yeah.
really? Oh my god!
Yeah, so they're still going. Yeah.
Wow, fair play. Okay, my number 5. We're gonna go Spice Girls and 2 becomes 1.
Ah,
Now I like the Spice Girls. I don't care what
I'm
anybody
jealous.
says about the
Yeah.
Spice Girls. I think they were of their time, but they had some really, really good tunes. Goodbye was another one of their tunes that was.
I was going to say they haven't
absolutely.
dated the songs.
I don't feel they have.
No.
I think that some of the videos have
Yeah,
because with the big shoes they used to wear, but some of their tunes. Oh, there you go. Kendra loves this.
yeah.
This makes me so happy. This is my number 3. This
Oh, is
makes
it your
me
number
so
3?
happy.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh,
And
this is. Oh, I
They're
love this
rumoured to
so
be
much.
doing Glastonbury, the full lineup.
Are they?
I heard. I will. What they went on tour again, but it was just like the 4 of them, right?
That's
Victoria
right.
did.
Yeah, there was no
Victoria-
Jerry. Was there Jerry in it?
Yeah,
No,
no,
it
it was
was
Vic-
Posh.
it was
Yeah,
Vic-
Posh
Posh.
didn't turn up this
Yeah,
year.
that's right.
Yeah,
But
my
but
missus
so
went
say-
to one of those gigs and she said it wasn't great. She said the sound wasn't very good. It just it ruined the night because it wasn't necessarily them being bad. It was the sound system just wasn't good. But you can't. I don't think you can. You can't have a go at them because they were just great. I think they were perfectly timed, but they had some great pop songs. And like I say, Goodbye, which was one of their last tunes, is
Yeah, banger.
a fantastic tune.
Jerry was gone then.
Jerry
He
was
already
gone then. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it wasn't the full Spice.
Kendra, were you a
100%.
huge Spice Girls fan?
I'm so happy right now. I was gonna say, let's talk about the Spice Girls. Who's your favorite? Who's your
Oh,
favorite?
mine was always Ginger Spice.
Was it?
Hot as hell.
Always Ginger, especially when she
Oh.
had the Union Jack dress on.
What
yeah.
a babe.
Yeah.
How about you, Neil?
Just trying to think. Did I really? I used to really like Mel C. I still do. She's
40,
got a cracking voice.
I had the Barbies. I had the
But-
Barbie dolls.
Did
Did
you?
you?
Do you know
Oh, yeah.
somebody actually? Because I said Posh. I'll put it in the phrase I put it. Please forgive me. It was of its time.
Sorry.
Posh is a bit of all right, isn't she? And somebody
Yes.
bought me the doll to Posh.
That's worth hundreds of dollars now. Like it's mine are
Oh
in
no,
storage.
Neil's is ruined. I mean, it's such a mess now.
No, I wish I knew where it was. I think I gave it to someone. No, that was the other one. That was the blow up one.
Have
Yeah,
you-
exactly.
Did you watch the Beckham documentary on Netflix yet?
I haven't
No,
watched it yet.
I haven't
but
watched it yet.
Everybody says how good it is.
It's so good. It's the first time that Victoria has ever felt like a human to me. Like you actually see that she's pretty goofy and she was just so uncomfortable with the fame. Like it really redeemed her in my eyes. So I would, for as much as she did seem like that was always as an 11 and 12-year-old girl when the Spice Girls were big and just like rocking my world, she was kind of perceived that way. I absolutely understand that. But man, she's just like, she's pretty goofy and funny. Like it put her in a new light for me. So I really recommend it. Plus she's still hot as hell. Oh my God. All of them are. They're
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah,
Smoke
they've
shows.
all aged really well. And that, I don't mean, is that un-PC to say that? I don't
know.
know.
No, it's all
I
good.
think,
I think
I
it's
think
a
they do.
compliment if you've aged well, isn't it?
Yeah.
How can that be NPC? But also, the same thing as you, Kendra. She changed my opinion when she was with Ali G. And he did the interview with her, and she was such a good laugh on that.
Yeah.
That I thought, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't taking herself seriously at all.
No.
Yeah, it's. I really recommend that documentary. But no, Spice Girls. That was 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade for me. They were my world, and it sticks with every single girl. I think if you were into the Spice Girls, it did change your mind. Like it was a big deal to have a pop group in between, especially the like NSYNC and Backstreet Boy time. Oh, they were
Girl
the
power.
best. I had.
It was girl power indeed. Right then, Neil, as you take a guzzle. Oh no, it's not Neil, it's Kendra. Sorry, Kendra, your number 4, please.
Okay, my number 4 is Stevie Nicks' "Edge of 17."
Oh, that's my number 3.
Okay.
That was the one I thought Neil was going to have. Yeah,
it's a great song, isn't it?
Gosh, she's just a stud.
She is amazing, isn't she?
A legend.
I mean, she won't marry me. I've asked her numerous times, but she, honestly, I just could listen to her voice all day. And get this, Kendra, Pav only listened to Rumours very recently, the full album.
Are you serious?
No, it's true. And I've kind of sort of fallen in love with her now. I really have.
You know what it's about now, don't you?
Because the whole Silver Springs thing that came back and stuff as well. And I don't know why it took me so long to listen to Rumours and stuff, but it's such a good album. It's such
it's amazing. Probably one of the greatest. But also, this got a huge resurgence, this song, from School of Rock, didn't it? With Jack Black.
I wasn't going to say that, but you're right about that.
Yeah,
it's
got
popular.
A huge resurgence.
I love right now, like the meme or the TikTok trend going around of, is Family Guy big over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a part, you say, let me know when she gets to the part where she starts to twirl. Have you heard about like that meme? I love that. Okay, so there's, Peter Griffin says, so he's talking about Edge of 17 being like one of the best songs. He's all, I'm getting ready to twirl. And so like he's all getting ready for when it breaks, and you see him just like go around and he starts spinning and just doing like the witchy ways kind of thing. Oh, it's so good. But it's a meme now where dads are remaking it with their daughters.
Oh, right.
I was lucky to see them on their final tour, Fleetwood Mac, in 2015 with the full lineup, obviously. Yeah, bless her. Long may, R.I.P. But the way Stevie Nicks twirled on that stage when I watched them, I was getting dizzy watching her. I don't know how she does it.
Oh. Years of experience.
Yeah.
Drugs probably helped it.
I was going to say, if you watch the documentaries, I mean, how she's still got a nose, we ought to be.
So how old is she now? She must be in her
early 70s.
Early 70s. I still love all the drama. Oh, what? When she did the concert with Harry Styles. Have you seen?
I
saw clips. Yeah, I saw clips of that.
She's just, everyone's always like hypnotized by her. She's so entrancing.
She's phenomenal. But
that's got to be another like a biopic movie coming out about their history, Fleetwood Mac's history.
Yeah, they should, but it's whether they allow it, isn't it? I mean,
Lindsay's such a jerk. He probably won't.
Yeah, Lindsay and
But if they did, right?
Who would be it?
What would they call it? You know, like they normally call it after one of their songs.
That'd be Rumours, wouldn't it?
Do you think?
I think so, because it's all rumours about the stories about them. Is it true? Isn't it true? I mean, all the infighting.
Little lies. They could call it Little Lies.
Who would be Stevie?
Oh, that's a good question.
Nobody, because she can't be replicated.
Well, I know, but you could say that about Freddie Mercury, couldn't you? If somebody did.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Margot Robbie? Margot Robbie would be quite good.
A bit tall. That's the problem.
I suppose,
Steve is a slight little thing. Bless her.
Lady Gaga!
Actually, she could probably do it.
She'd probably be amazing at it, actually.
She probably would be very good at it. Well done, Pav casted. I mean,
Thank you. It wouldn't surprise me if someone like Lady Gaga would be like the Barbara Streisand, do that as well. Oh, she could do anything, Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Well,
I can never say Lady Gaga properly after that.
Mine's the FBI. The FBI. That's the
FBI. Oh God, we're going through all of the hits then, weren't we? Right then, Neil, you're number 4, please.
So it's U2, and it's One. I think this is a beautiful song. One of their, I mean, it's not cool to like U2 at the moment for some reason. Yet they still sell out the Sonosphere in Las Vegas, and which looks absolutely amazing. Wouldn't
mental.
that be a
It's
thing
crazy.
to see? But they don't seem to be popular. But I sort of listen back to this song and I don't understand why, because they're a classic band at doing these beautiful, beautiful ballad songs. You know, they really are, and they're gorgeous pieces of music, and they can fit any walk of life, whether you want to be your your first dance, or whether you want to be morbid and depressed over it. It's got everything for everyone.
Or want to have it as your song at your funeral.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't. I want to have Sit
That's
on
what
Your Face.
that's what I would.
Yeah, no, I want Sit on Your Face by Monty Python and that sort of
Of course
stuff.
you do.
No, I do, because I don't want to be glum at a funeral. I want it to be a party. I've always I've always said to my kids, if I die young, please all sit on the back seat and leave a gap, because I'll come and sit with you and watch. Because I think, why do you want to be a morbid funeral? Why do you want everybody?
I want people throwing themselves into the grave because they're so sad I do. I want everyone. They all have got to wear black. They all got to be crying. I want them to be. I want it to be the worst thing ever.
No, I want people dancing on my grave and everything.
Oh, I want hell's bells. I want those, like the bell tolling when I get rolled down.
Yeah. And when you go into the crematorium, fire. Yeah, I want all that. Just I don't want sad.
Yeah,
I want everybody to have a proper party. But...
That is a good one, though.
Yeah, it's a great song.
So good. There's on Instagram, it keeps coming up in my feed. It's the clip of The Edge with Jack White, with Brian May. When Brian May starts to play Kashmir.
Yeah, no, it's Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Brian May. Yeah. When you watch, that's one of my favorite things, because you don't think of U2 as sometimes with the music, and you just watch The Edge like get in. That
is a great documentary. That is a really. What's it called? Something, Play It Loud or something. I can't remember what it's called now.
It's good.
But it's interesting to hear them all talking as well on that documentary. I've watched that one. It's great.
Everyone's.
Oh, Kendra, are you still with us?
Okay.
Yeah, she is. We can hear her.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh,
okay. Yes. Hi, I'm back.
She's back. Yeah. Okay. My number 4. I feel with any of these kind of top 10s that we're going to do now, I have to have the obligatory Taylor Swift song. So I could have chosen the one, which was from Folklore. Don't look like that, Neil. How dare you look at that with Tay-Tay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I could have had 22. I could have had 22, but I've gone for 15. And one of the reasons I've chosen this one is that our friend and fellow podcaster, Bean, chose this one in his top 10 Taylor Swift songs. And I decided to have a little listen to it. And it's... there's one lyric in it that is just... that sums... Again, it's like the looking back onto your past. And it says, when you're 15 and someone tells you they love you, you're going to believe them. And I love that line, because when you're that sort of age, it doesn't matter what someone... You think that, like I say, I was a late bloomer at that kind of thing. So I think my emotional age is a lot younger than it should be for someone who's 54 years old. I think I've got like my emotional mental age is probably around about 15. So that whole thing of feeling that if someone says that they love you when you're that age, that you do believe them. You feel like it's the only thing that you can believe, because you don't believe your parents, because you don't listen to your parents. But if somebody tells you, I think it's just beautiful. I just think it's just such a good song. So like I say, I could have chosen any one of those songs, but no, that was the one I decided to choose anyway. Love you, Tay-Tay.
Are you a Swiftie, Neil? I'm not.
I only can name one song because it went in my thing, and that's Anti-Life, is it?
Anti-Hero.
Anti-Hero.
That's never...
That was all right, but it's not my thing. I
haven't gotten into it. I don't know anything about her. I have a bunch of friends who are Swifties. I'm invested, though, with this Travis Kelce thing. Is that like a... My God, those kids it needs to work.
What's Travis Kelce?
That's
Taylor's
Taylor's new boyfriend.
Oh, what another notch on the bedpost for her.
Don't you say nasty
Don't
things
judge
about
her.
Katie.
Don't say
Christ, how many
No,
famous blokes
he's
does she know?
he's an American football. He's an American football player.
Yeah, she needs to
for
date a normal
Kansas
person.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I
But
think
it was lovely because I saw the footage. There was him and his brother, I think, on their podcast.
Yeah.
And he was saying about the fact that he like something like that. She doesn't normally get approached by people, like by men. Whereas everyone thinks that that's all she gets is people approaching, and he just wanted to get her number, and it sort of worked out, and they're together now. So I hope it all works out.
she needs to date a non-celebrity and just go with a
I'm
normal
right
person.
here. I'm right here.
That's the only way it's going to last for her, isn't it?
You'd be like you'd be right at boob level on her. Isn't she like a massive person? She's
I mean,
like
look,
60. That's
I'm
not a
not going to
problem,
complain.
right?
I'm not going to complain about that. It's less work for me, to be fair. You asked, Kendra. You
That's
asked.
true. I
Was,
started that.
that was your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on swiftly. Oh, swiftly.
Ooh,
Taylor
hey.
Swiftly. Yay. I'll ding that one. So, Kendra, your number 3 was 2 Becomes 1 by the Spice Girls. Neil, your number 3 was Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks.
Yep.
My number 3 was 2 Princes by the Spin Doctors. So, Kendra, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Good song.
You have to appreciate there's only 2 people in that band, and they put a ton of music and sound out. Just totally, and just that beginning. It's like
we throw it, don't we? It is iconic, Kendra.
good.
I mean, they pretty much, when you do guitar lessons now, it's one of the first songs
First thing they teach you
how to play Seven Nation Army.
My
And
son is
every
10.
sporting event, the crowd would sing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My son is 10, and we're at the age where he's starting to he's appreciating different music, right? And he's very receptive to what I expose him to, which is great because it makes it easy on me. But there's something about him like obsessing about Jack White right now, and he plays the drums. Not great, but he plays the drums, and this is one of the songs that he's learning. And it's how do they make such amazing music but still have it be so simple and just it's great. And also think about that music video. That music video is just so good.
Yeah, that's trippy as hell. That
That's
music
great.
video. Yeah.
But what has
good.
happened to Meg? That's what we need to ask. Where's she gone?
Don't ask. Let her be. Just let Meg be.
Yeah.
Gosh, I feel like
But she was a great drummer. I just want her back. She was
I know.
pleasant to look at while she was drumming.
she's so sweet. Every interview where I've actually heard her talk, she's just so sweet and she wasn't ready for it. It's great. So good.
Yeah. Great riff.
Yeah, that's very close to being in my top 10, that one, but it didn't quite make it. Go on then, Neil, you're number 2.
9 Crimes, Damien Rice. Beautiful, heartfelt song. Opens with the wonderful Lisa Hannigan singing. Turns into, obviously, Damien Rice wrote this. It's been used on films. It's been used on soundtracks. I believe it was in one of the Shrek movies. But give this a listen. A beautiful video. I think this is gorgeous, this song. You probably would know it when you hear it. I think it's in Shrek 3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Do you not know this, Damien Rice?
Who's the vocalist?
That's Lisa Hannigan singing, who used to do a lot of his backing vocals, Damien Rice. She's gone out on her own now, and she does wonderful songs. Beautiful singer. And the video is beautiful because the way they've done it is she's a balloon, her head.
Oh.
It's hard to describe, but it's a lovely, beautiful video, and it's a beautiful song. Because Damien Rice is famous for being with his guitar. He's not for everybody. Do you like any of Damien Rice's stuff?
I know the Blowers. I know that one. Yeah.
It's a great song, but
Cannonball was like the big hit over here, wasn't it?
Yeah. But this was
kind of haunting. Kind of haunting. Like it.
Yeah.
Atmospheric.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous song. Put your headphones on and enjoy it, because you'll fall in love, and then go deep dive into Damien Rice's albums, because I think the man's a bit of a genius myself.
Okay.
There's another one to add to the list then. Lovely. Okay. My number 2 was 1999 by Prince. So before we reveal our number ones, Kendra, do you want to give us a rundown from 10 to 2? Neil
Yep.
will do the same, then I'll do the same.
Sure. So number 10 for me was Sam Smith, I'm Not the Only One. Number 9 was Aerosmith, Big 10 Inch. Number 8 is Kylie Minogue, Love at First Sight. Number 7 is Dustin O'Halloran, Opus 26. Number 6 is from Hamilton, 10 Dual Commandments. Number 5 is the Eagles with 7 Bridges Road. Number 4 is Stevie Nicks, Edge of 17. 3 are the Spice Girls, 2 Become One. And number 2 was the White Stripes, 7 Nation Army.
Wonderful. Neil, your number 10 to 2?
So at number 10, I had Two Tribes, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Number 9, One, Amy Mann. Number 8, 5 Years Time, Noah and the Whale. Number 7, 1999, Prince. Number 6, One Way or Another, Blondie. Number 5, Two Princes, Spin Doctors. Number 4, One, U2. Number 3, Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks. And number 2, Nine Crimes by Damien Rice.
Thank you very much. Mine is number 10, 9 in the Afternoon, Panic at the Disco. 9, 3 Miles High, Travis. 8, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, Paul Simon. 7, 3 Times a Lady, Commodores. 6, 74, 75, The Connells. 5, 2 Becomes One, Spice Girls. 4, 15, Taylor Swift. 3, 2 Princes, Spin Doctors. And 2, 1999 by Prince. So, Kendra, what is your number one song with a number in the title?
My number 1 is Prince, 1999.
Yay!
And it's the song and it's the artist. It has to be. That concert was so amazing. It put him in a new light for me and made me respect him and his music so much differently. And just an icon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You always want to dance with a song. Come on. It just puts you in a good mood.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was trying to think of anybody. I mean, U2 is kind of like it, in where they changed their sound and changed their image so many times in their career. I mean, Prince was always looked different.
Madonna.
And it's the fact that he was like a multi-instrumentalist, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just
We forget how much of a genius he really was. Like you said, I mean, it was known that, 12 instruments he could play. I can't even name fucking 12 instruments.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
But not just that. I mean, an amazing dancer.
And at such a young age. He started Rolling Stone wrote about him when he was 9.
Yeah.
You know? It just...
And he never grew any taller.
No.
Fit him in your pocket.
Yeah.
So, like,
all of that talent in such a small little package. Yeah. It's crazy. It really is. But that's, I mean, I think we've all had 1999 in our
how
top
could
10.
you not?
So, yeah.
That's a good song.
Perfectly done. Okay, then, Neil, what's your number 1?
So I've gone for a real feel-good song. Three Little Birds, Bob Marley. I love this song. I love Bob. You know, when my mood changes with music, it does all the time. Bob Marley's a go-to. And this one, I'm going to hand it out to my daughter. It always reminds me of my daughter, bless her, Chloe. I'll give her a shout out on here. When she was at school, primary school, lower school, she always used to ask me to put this on, and it would always bring a smile to her face. And whenever I hear it, I can just see that like 6-7-year-old smile grinning back at me rather than moaning at me like she does now. So yeah, it's a great song, isn't it? Everybody
Does
knows
she still listen to
Yeah,
this?
she's a huge Bob Marley fan. Yeah, bless her.
Cool. I wonder, you should ask her about what she thinks about the song, because you don't appreciate how much your parents kind of expose you to music and kind of shape your musical taste. The Eagles was a huge thing for me. Fleetwood Mac. I would be curious to hear what she has to say about that, Neil.
Well, she does. I mean, she talks about it because she's a huge fan of Eddie Vedder, his solo stuff.
God,
because of me,
Love him.
unfortunately. But she fell in love with his solo stuff, and likewise with Bob Marley. She's fallen in love with the Eels because of me. She's been to see them with me 3 times now. So, I think I'm careful how I word this, but I feel like my music inspirations have rubbed off on her.
That's good though. That's great. That's the way. I always worry about what will be considered good in classical music because I listen to the stuff nowadays and it doesn't necessarily strike a chord with me. So
I
you
mean,
always
what's she
wonder.
now? 23 she is now, and she still
Okay.
says to me, any new music you should get me to listen to. And I'm like,
That's impressive.
"Ooh."
I would never
Yeah.
ask my parents for new music
No, I feel it
nowadays.
should
Yeah.
be the other way around. You should be
Yeah.
asking her for new
But
music.
she's not into the modern day music. I mean, I've spoken to her. I said, like one of the Harry Styles songs I quite like. And I said to her, do you like that? And she's like, no, not for me.
All right.
She likes the older sort of music or style of music, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less tech, less that electronic sound.
Yeah.
Real music.
Real
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Very good. My number one has already been mentioned. It is One by U2. I had this in my songs that make you cry. This would be in my greatest songs ever. Top 10. I've spoken about this before. Neil said everything I think I need to say. It's just a great, great tune, and makes me emotional every time I hear it. So,
But that's what the joy of this song is. To you, it could be emotional one day, but also be beautiful and relaxing to listen to the next. To me, it's got many elements to this song.
and the thing is, I'm a sucker. I think the reason I like Taylor Swift songs so much is a lot of them are all the same 4 chords,
Right.
and they're also the same chords that this song is.
Okay.
And like With or Without You, and all of that, the Axis of Awesome, whatever that band is that they do those, it's amazing, and they sing that song where it's all those songs in 4 chords. And I'm a sucker for those 4 chords. So if there's any song, any kind of style in those 4 chords, I'll love it, because I just love that structure of chords for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Beautiful song.
But that is a beautiful song. Right, let's get through some of these honourable mentions that we've got. Carol Barwick says, well, surely 3 is the magic number. Very good. Well done. Maria Pereira says 99 Luftballons by Nena and the covered version by Goldfinger. 86 by Green Day. 21st Century Digital Boy by Bad Religion. 20 Flight Rock by Eddie Cochran. The Tiger Army cover is an excellent rendition as well. 7 Year Ache by Roseanne Cash. 1 by U2 and Johnny Cash's cover. Lisa Buchanan says Stevie Nicks, Edge of 17. Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Adamant, Goody Two Shoes. He Still Does It For Me. Haircut 100, Love Plus One. And Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. And White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. Great idea, so many to choose from. Thank you, Lisa. Erin Peterson, Electric Company, the 11 song. Now, is that Sesame Street? Electric Company? Or am I thinking that I'm thinking of something completely different? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe not. Vicky Paulson says 3 Times a Lady. Rick Tyndall, 1. 3 Dog Night, song and group, 2 for 1. Thank you for that one, Rick. Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks, and When I'm 64 by the Beatles.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
I was surprised no one mentioned that. That was When I'm
Yeah.
64 or 8 Days a Week.
8
I'm
Days a
surprised
Week,
no one mentioned. Yeah.
Rachel Davis, Back to Zero, Citizen Fish, Tram number 7 to Heaven, Jens Leekman, is that right? 3 is a magic number, Blind Melon, Schoolhouse Rock, Karen Clark, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, 2468 Motorway, Tom Robinson Band, 99 Red Balloons, Nena, 2000 Miles by the Pretenders. Mary Walker James said 19. I'm assuming that's 19. Paul Hardcastle. Corrine Pastor, 18 and Life by Skid Row. Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. Song 2 by Blur. And Disco 2000 by Pulp. Another good tune. Another good tune. Danny Harris, 25 or 6 to 4, Chicago. Jen Berg says, my mind drew a blank when I tried to think of one, so I asked the niece, and she replied Apollo 9, which I think that was Adamant as well, Apollo 9. Yeah. She's 7, so my sister is clearly raising her right. So there you go. Thank you, Jen. You said you had some honourable mentions, Kendra. What have you got?
Yep. So I had Blur, song 2 on there. That was one. Paul Simon, Steely Dan, Hey 19. That's always a fun one. Yeah, that's a fun one. Bare Naked Ladies, 1 Week. That's such just like a fun song, right?
That's a good bop, that is.
Yeah, right? How fun is that? And then more current and poppy songs, I thought Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You. It's just a good girl. Oh, she's one of those girls right now, female artist who's out and just doing her thing. Oh, so fun. Good For You.
Good, yeah.
It's like a big middle finger to her ex.
Oh, right.
I'm telling you.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And
Olivia,
then
what was that? Sorry, Olivia?
Olivia Rodrigo.
I'm showing my age now, but I'll have a listen. Don't know who that is, but I'll have a listen.
It's a good one. And then another newer artist or more current, Dominic Fike, Three Nights. If you've heard that, if you heard the beginning, I think you would recognize it.
It's on. I've just written it down. So
the other one that I should have had in my top 10 that somebody mentioned, actually Liz, I will give her a shout out, that mentioned this morning, was 12 Days of Christmas. I can't believe I never put 12 Days of Christmas. Do you know that one, Kendra? On the like first day of Christmas? Yeah. I can't believe I didn't put that one in because I love that song.
I wouldn't even thought of that. I wouldn't even thought of that.
I mean, that's nothing but numbers. That's all it is numbers. It should have been there. It should have been the top one. Anyway. Yeah. That's it. We did it. Songs with numbers. Kendra is 2 for 0 in the quiz. So next time she's in, she's on for the hat trick win. What more can we say? Before we do say anything else, Neil, tell everybody how they can get in touch with us and all that gubbins.
Do you know what I will? You can find us on all the social medias at Top 10 Pods. You can email us at toptenpods@hotmail.com with any questions, anything you'd like to ask, or any ideas for a top 10. Come help support the podcast at patreon.com/top10pods. All sorts of rewards you can get there, so come join the party. Check out the links by the Linktree. You can find the link in the show notes. And please do come subscribe, leave us a rating or review wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you very much.
Perfectly done. And remember, if you are a Patreon top head, like Kendra is here, and we are so thankful to her for doing what she does, and she can come and join us. We can also say hello to Jennifer Hookham, who is our new Patreon subscriber. Oh. So in the new year, she will be right where you are, Kendra. Well, not in your house, obviously. I mean, on our screen. That'd be weird if she did that.
I'm open to it.
Hey, that's great. Let's all go over to Kendra's house and do a live podcast from there, shall we? Let's do that.
I'm like 10 minutes from Disneyland. It's perfect. Make it. I really am. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're all coming. That's it.
I take it you must go every day then, if you're only 10 minutes away.
When I had passes, I was there quite often. Yeah. But now it's so expensive. It's hard to
get. We'll go there when we come. When are we coming?
Yeah, so we work it out. We'll work out a time, Neil. We'll work out a time. But Jennifer, thank you very much for joining our Patreon.
Yes, thank you, Jennifer.
And you're going to have so many good videos to watch on the video playlist this week. So we will thank Kendra for that, especially. But Kendra, thank you so much for joining us again. As always, it's always fun to speak to you. And we'll see you again in the new year without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you very much, Pav. Thank you very much, Kendra. It's such a joy to see you.
Yeah. It's always so fun. I have so much fun.
Good. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching and listening. And let's go start the countdown.